Imagine this, April 14th, 1912, a cold night in the Atlantic. The Titanic, the grandest ship ever built, is on its maiden voyage. And in just a few hours, it'll be at the bottom of the ocean. But this is not just a story of a ship sinking. This is the story of the people who were there, the ones whose voices were never heard. Passengers, the crew, the dreamers, the workers. And now it's your turn to tell their story. Before we dive into our characters, let's talk about historical fiction. This genre isn't about changing history. It's about bringing it to life. You can't change what happened. The Titanic still sinks. The timeline stays the same. You can create a character who lived within that moment. They might be realistic, but fictional, shaped by what you know of the history. You must think like someone in 1912. No modern thoughts, no futuristic ideas, only what people knew back then. This means you have to research. So ask yourself, what was life like on the Titanic? What did people wear, eat, and believe? How did class affect their experience? The Titanic was like a floating city, filled with different kinds of people. Who do you want to follow? Imagine chandeliers, fine dining, music playing in a grand ballroom. First-class passengers had the luxury, but that didn't mean they were all the same. Are you a famous businessman? Perhaps you're John Jacob Astor, one of the richest men in the world. Are you a socialite, a young woman sailing to meet her fiancé, unsure about her future? Are you someone new to wealth, a family who just became rich, experiencing luxury for the first time? What do you believe about the world? Many first-class passengers believe the Titanic was unsinkable. Perhaps first class isn't really your thing. Second-class passengers weren't as wealthy, but they weren't poor either. Many were professionals, teachers, tourists, and middle-class families. Are you an ambitious traveller, someone hoping to start fresh in America? Are you a journalist? Maybe you're documenting the Titanic's first voyage. Are you a nervous parent, someone travelling with their children? And the largest group on the Titanic was the third-class immigrants hoping for a new life in America. But they were also the ones with the fewest lifeboats and the hardest time escaping. Are you a young immigrant, someone leaving everything behind for a chance at a better future? Are you a big family, a mother travelling with 4 kids, struggling to keep them safe? Are you hopeful or scared? Many third-class passengers didn't even speak English. Now, the Titanic had a massive crew. Stewards, firemen, telegraph operators, and officers. They were the last ones to leave if they left at all. Are you a steward? You serve meals to first-class passengers, but you sleep in a tiny bunk. Are you a lookout? Do you spot the iceberg, but you're too late? What goes through your mind? Are you the wireless operator? You send desperate SOS messages to any ship that might be listening. Are you an engineer in the boiler room? Do you make it out alive? Now that you have a character, it's time to place them inside history. The Titanic's timeline is fixed, so your job is to fit your story into the real events. Your story should happen inside this timeline. You can fill in the blanks, but you can't change history. One of the biggest mistakes in historical fiction is giving characters modern thoughts. This is called presentism. When a character from the past thinks like someone from today, your character cannot say, "This ship would have more lifeboats." Your character cannot grab their phone and check social media. Yes, this has happened in bad historical fiction. Instead, research what people truly believed. How did first-class passengers react? How did crew members feel about their jobs? Now it's your turn to step into history. Your task is to write a historical fiction story set on the Titanic. Pick a character, research their experience based on real facts. Fit them into the Titanic's real timeline. Avoid presentism. Think like someone from 1912. Make history come alive. But before you begin, remember this. The Titanic was real. People on board were real. Over 1,500 men, women, and children lost their lives that night. If you choose to write about this, treat it with respect. Imagine their fear, their courage, and their hope. Even though your characters may be fiction, their world was real, their loss was real. Happy writing, everyone.